Let's make stop motion animation in Premiere Pro. Open up Premiere Pro and click New Project. And make sure you name this file. I'm naming this stop motion animation. And make sure you save in a place you can find your file. This location here is where your file will go to. So make sure that this file path is somewhere you can remember and locate it later. The rest of it doesn't matter. So click OK. And now, now go to File and Import. You can also press Command-I to import files. So to make stop motion animation, you should have a series of illustrations or a series of photography to create stop motion animation. And I'm using illustration in this case. Click the first image of your stop motion animation. In this case, I'm picking this file bear-001.jpg. That's the first frame of my stop motion animation. So I'm clicking that. The important thing to remember is that this image sequence box is checked. Make sure this image sequence box is checked and hit open. Then you will see your stop motion animation in here in project panel. And Premiere is smart enough to put your stop motion animation all together already because of the naming convention of your file. So be sure to name your files in a way that Premiere can recognize it's a sequence of images. So you can drop it here. Anyway, if you are working on a stop motion animation, I strongly recommend to set your frame per second FPS to be 12 FPS. So how do you do that in Premiere? Click the file you imported and right click. And here you see modify. Go to modify interpret footage. So interpret footage and then click that. Here FPS is set to 1.00. Change this to 12 FPS. Here you type 12 FPS and hit OK. And now your FPS is changed to 12 FPS. And now you export this file by going to File and Export. And click Media. So File, Export, Media. And now make sure Export Video and Export Audio checkbox are checked. And hit this Export button here. And make sure this output location is where you can find your file later. This is where Premiere will export your file to. This output. Okay, I'm going to click Export. So now it's exported. Let's go to the folder. So now I see this MPEG-4 file that Premiere exported. Double click that. And now you can see your stop motion animation.